All right, what's up, everybody? We're do some Funko Pops today at Green 13. I know we usually go on Saturdays, but for the next 3 weeks, we're gonna go on Fridays, and that'll be that'll, that'll be at 4 o'clock. So sorry, I had to mute my
Unsuccessfully muted.
unsuccessful
Laptop.
mute the. There it is. Got it. All right, pops. Same as always. They're going to be priced. If they're not priced, do you have any?
All these are priced.
These
from
are
this
all
collection.
prices.
This is a new collection. We didn't even get through it really to list anything yet. So
Okay.
first crack at this collection that came in.
Okay. So this is all new stuff.
All new stuff just came in this week.
All right. Sounds good. So, um, yeah, PayPal's up there. What do we do? $3.99 shipping.
Yep.
Okay, and that's combined shipping. So you can claim in the chat room if you're watching live, or you can email me if you're watching on a replay, just like always. And I'll hand you over to Shane for the details on the pops.
I don't know if you got the whole clarification. We're going to be doing this. What time did we say?
4 o'clock on Fridays for the next 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, I guess you did say that.
All right, guys. So we got a collection of what was it? 106 all Marvel pops. No coins today. I don't think, Bill. Right?
No coins today.
You're doing those tomorrow.
Coins will be in
Regular
Saturday
time.
like normal. We're just gonna do some pops today, and that's it.
Yeah.
So again, this is a all Marvel collection. Just came in, 100 and some pieces. We're gonna do 24 here. All of them are priced. All of them look pretty nice. The guy really took care of the collection. So if you see something you're interested in, all these are at 20% at least less than listed value. So
Now, coins are going to be
He knows.
tomorrow.
okay. Tomorrow, okay.
See you later, Bill.
So the first pop we got is the original Venom exclusive. This is a hard to find pop. It's probably one of the more expensive ones in the collection. This is books at over 80 bucks. We're selling it for 68. With the new movie coming out, they made a slew of new Venom pops. All which are pretty cool, but this one is the original. So
Do you know what it was an exclusive for?
that's a great question. Since the early pop stuff changed, they all now say exclusive to Target, to Walmart, or whatever. Early on, they didn't have that, so it just had that weird, vague exclusive sticker.
And I'm not a pop expert, but I saw some of those had like an exclusive sticker with no
Yeah,
barcode. Or do you know what those are?
I don't actually,
Okay.
to be
I know
honest with you.
you
I
still
know-
are a semi-collector yourself
I
now,
am,
so
but I don't have many of these older exclusives in my collection enough that I've paid attention to know.
yeah, this one looks pretty good. I'm not
Yeah.
seeing anything as far as
No damage.
yeah.
Minor, typical, very minor shelfware here
Yeah.
or there, but nothing. It's a sharp, crisp box.
Looking pretty good.
Okay. Moving on. We got Jughead, Juggernaut. This is an earlier pop as well from the X-Men series 196, Walgreens exclusive. Obviously later than that one because it has the Walgreens exclusive sticker. Juggernaut got a little bit of popularity boost starring in the second Deadpool movie. If you haven't seen that, Bill, I recommend that one highly.
I'll put it on my ever-increasing list.
Yep, a little bit of a corner issue there, but very minor.
Oh, there's the price we
There's
didn't
your
go
price.
over.
13 bucks for Juggernaut. I would just leave it on the top and just show it.
I just want to take it off so they can see there's nothing hidden underneath.
Yeah, we're
there
not
as far
trying to
as
hide
damage.
anything underneath there, guys.
But I didn't look over every single one either. So
Yeah, I just figure if we put them up there and they can hang up there, you can just flip them down to show. All right. Up next, we got another generic exclusive. This is another one where they made more newer versions of this same guy, slightly different. This is Miles Morales Spider-Man. So it's basically like a navy blue and red after the Spider-Verse.
yeah, look at that.
Yep.
No
After
thing
the
underneath
these might be from like a Marvel Collectors boxes that they sold.
it. Okay.
That might
like
be what
that.
this is from. Yeah, very well might be from that. But anyway, after the Spider-Verse incident, yeah, there's a little bit of wear on the top. They killed off the original Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and Miles Morales took over. Actually, I don't even know if they killed them off. I didn't read the whole storyline, but anyway, this was the replacement Spider-Man, a younger kid, Miles Morales. Kind of hard to find. You don't see too terribly many of these ones. Don't know what it's exclusive for exactly, but anyway, moving on. We got Iron Spider. This is from Avengers: Infinity War. This is the Tony Stark armor that he made. $9.
Okay, wasn't sure which way that was.
Yep.
Okay, I see.
It's a fairly regular, common pop. Nothing out of the ordinary. But it's a really cool looking version of Spider-Man with the metallic armor from Infinity War. Spoiler alert, he dies at the end. In case you didn't see it, Bill, which you probably didn't.
I didn't see it.
Nope, I didn't.
But he'll be resurrected. I
everybody
guarantee
is.
it. Absolutely.
What, a comic book superhero being
Yep.
resurrected from the dead? No.
They're working on it. He's coming back. You don't worry about it.
Never.
Sticking with the Spider-Man theme, we got Scarlet Spider 187. This is a Walgreens exclusive as well. This one's 25. Well, $24, I should say. A little bit of a minor crease at the top and a little bit of wear. Oh, there's creases on both sides.
Yep, creases on both sides of that one.
Still displays really nice. It's only moderate wear to the top. I don't really see anything glaring at the bottom. A little corner ding, nothing.
Yeah, this one had was
Too
loved a
bad.
little more.
Yeah,
than the
a
rest
lot.
of them.
These boxes are not made to withstand any kind of movement, packing,
No.
shipping. I mean, if people have a collection and they put 50, 60 of these in a box and move it around, something's going to get damaged, guaranteed.
Unfortunately.
So, if you're really, really picky, there's a few minor issues, but otherwise, it still displays really nice. That's $24 for the Scarlet Spider. Here's a personal favorite of mine, Squirrel Girl.
Who's Squirrel Girl?
Squirrel Girl, if you didn't know, Bill, she single-handedly defeated Thanos in hand-to-hand combat. And that's the truth. You can look that up. That's on the internet. I was telling a couple of our employees about that because they had no idea who she was either.
Who else could do it?
Yeah. And the
The
funny
one and
thing,
only.
the funny thing about it is that in the comic where it happens, they show her going to confront Thanos and fight him, and then they immediately then afterwards all these other heroes show up and they just show the aftermath, damage and destruction everywhere, and her standing victorious with a couple of squirrels just on her side, and you don't actually get to see what happened.
Oh.
They don't show you how she beat Thanos, but she did. So it's a very impressive feat.
For such a little Squirrel
Yeah.
Girl.
A very weird figure, weird character, but it's kind of like a joke, I believe, a Marvel joke. But it's a lot of fun. And it's a good figure for $24. That's definitely a collector corp box one. They started marking them. All right, moving on. Sticking with the Spider-Man Venom theme, we got a Hot Topic exclusive. This is the original version of Carnage. Again, they made some newer ones, but this is the first one. Number 99 of the Marvel line. $29 for the original Carnage. It looks like there's some. Is that residue? Is it that's just stack wear?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of stack wear. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it in the camera.
Mm-hmm. You can.
Cletus Cassidy, popular, super popular Spider-Man villain. Not quite as popular as Venom. Yeah, there's a little,
Yep. Little thing
little
there.
thing there. But yeah, they're making a lot of different versions of these guys now with the popularity of the Venom movie, Tom Hardy movie. Maybe Carnage will make an appearance in one of the upcoming movies.
I don't see how he wouldn't.
Yeah.
The way they.
That's money right there. Moving on, we got Tony's favorite, Iron Man, Tales of Suspense, the original Iron Man, the iron suit. Not quite as clunky as the one from the movie, but this is the meant to look like the original Tales from Suspense. $24 for this guy. This is a good pop right here, guys. If you look at the back of the box, it shows you the actual comic it was from. There you go. There's the original Iron Man Tales of Suspense comic that it references. And I'm not an Iron Man fan, but that's a cool looking figure. 238. Alright, what do we got next? We got X-23. This is Wolverine's daughter. She was in the Logan movie, basically taking over for him. Popularized in many, many comics. Her first appearance comic is actually getting pretty salty. And I'm not up to current Marvel comic storylines, but I believe in a lot of them, Wolverine's gone, and she's basically taking his place in whatever teams there might be, X-Men, etc., which is pretty interesting. It's kind of cool. Cool concept that they let her fill in.
Wonder how long that's gonna go on
Yeah,
for.
who knows? Alright, we got up next, we got a Punisher Nemesis figure. This is a really cool looking figure.
I like the way that one looks.
It's a fairly common figure, so it's not super expensive. I think this guy's $9, but it's just a really cool looking version of the Punisher. He's all camoed out and skull painted up. I don't know the reference, unfortunately, guys. A lot of this stuff I do know the reference. This I don't. I don't know what comic Nemesis refers to. The last I read was, I don't even know what that line was called, the Marvel mature line that they had where he was killing everybody. That's the last Punisher I read, and that was probably 15 years ago now. But it's a great figure, $9.
A little bit of wear on the top.
Very minor. Good figure. Alright, up next, we got a nice Hot Topic exclusive Falcon figure from Civil War, Captain America Civil War. Falcon's a fan favorite, although a lot of times his stuff doesn't sell all that well, which is strange, because I know he's a very popular character. This is a cool looking figure where he's kind of like in mid-flight. Just get a good version of him, a good feel. Some of the other ones don't quite look right. But yeah, nice Falcon figure from Captain America. Alright, we also got another favorite version. This is Thor from Avengers Age of Ultron. Basically, this is the Marvel movie version of Thor. Armor-wise, they kind of toned down some of the gaudy 80s and 70s armor with the lights and colors and stuff. So a lot of people like it.
Stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people like this better just because it's not as cartoony.
Yeah.
But some people definitely prefer the cartoony lights and colors. But you know, Chris Hemsworth, a lot of female fans, as you can imagine. This is a good figure. How much was on this one, Jeremy?
Like $27.
$27. Yeah, that's 20% under current online market value. Nice condition. Harder to find. Getting a little bit older now. Not super early, but not new. That's for sure.
A little bit of damage in the corner there.
Yeah, there's a
Nothing crazy.
minor, teeny tiny tear. It looks like. Here we got another Hot Topic exclusive. This is Spider-Gwen, also from the whole Spider-Verse nonsense where Gwen Stacy didn't die. She became bitten by a radiated spider, yada, yada, yada. There's 100 different Spider-Man replacements in the Spider-Verse. And this is one of them. Spider-Gwen without her mask on, $15. If you're into the Spider-Verse lore, this is a cool figure. There's a few different versions of her, but I like it without the mask. It's a nicer looking figure. Coming up next, we got Loki.
Loki, my favorite.
There you go. Tom Hiddleston, right?
Why do you like
I
Loki?
always like Loki. He's one of my favorite characters.
Do you like him in the movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
What, that's the only way Bill's gonna like him. It's not like he was a. I
He
mean,
said
does-
he always liked him.
Yeah, I
so
always like Loki. Just
the
Oh, I
character.
didn't know you
comics
followed
Dave
him
had,
at all.
yeah.
There you go. So this is from the second Thor movie, which was a really crappy movie. They made him a lot more interesting and entertaining in the later Avengers movies. And they got a good actor to play the part. I think they did a good job. I'm not necessarily sold on the updated armor. It's a little too bland for me. It needed to be a little bit more colorful, I think. But again, that goes back to the whole Thor old armor versus Thor new armor.
Yeah.
I see what they're going for, trying to make it more realistic and practical. But anyway,
18.
18 for that guy. All right. Here's another one that's pretty hard to find. This is from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent Daisy Johnson, also known as Quake. I believe, now I'm not, don't quote me on this because I'm not an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan, but I think this is a character that they made specifically for the show, and this character gained quite a bit of popularity because of that, and now is obviously in the comics as well. I watched a few episodes; it just wasn't for me. It was very CW-ish, and I'm not into that. But a lot of people love it. A lot of people are really into it, and it's a really hard to find figure. Let me tell you,
$35.
$35 for
Well,
Quake.
that's a really good deal if it's that hard to find.
It's pretty hard to find. Alright, up next we got a kind of strange movie version of Vision versus movie dilemma here. This is a movie colored version of the Vision. Why they went with that color scheme, I'll never know. It's actually more outlandish than the yellow and green that the original is in the comic. It's cool if you're into purple.
The box
Yeah.
seems kind of weird.
The
Right
box is it pushed in a little bit?
here. Yeah, it's like right there. Here, let's go this way.
Yeah. Looks like
It's
it was
just-
some heavy was stacked
Yeah,
on
it looks
top
like it's
of it a little
rounded
bit.
there.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good
16
figure.
bucks.
Not all that uncommon, but it's still a pretty cool figure. 16 bucks. Alright, up next we got Daredevil. I think this is from the TV show. I'm not 100%
Doesn't-
sure.
Can I give you an
Yeah,
idea
it
on the
is. There
back?
it is. Yep. You can
Yeah.
tell by that. Yep. That's the updated armor from the TV show. After he ditched the whole black T-shirt over the eyes, kind of mass vigilante thing. He got that. Oh yeah, that's right. He got the guy that makes the Stiltman's armor to build him this, which was a weird Easter egg in the Daredevil show. If you were watching it, he goes to this guy that makes armor for all these villains, and he's working on Stiltman's armor in the background, which is a C or D level Spider-Man villain. If you see an old Spider-Man comics, you see a guy with big long legs and a robot suit. They threw that in. That was a pretty fun thing for die-hard Marvel fans. But this is a fairly common figure as well. 13 bucks for the television show Daredevil. Here's one of my personal favorites in this collection. I have this already in my collection, but you can't go wrong with the Green Goblin. This is Walgreens exclusive, original looking Green Goblin. Basically, that looks like a rubber mask. He's got the pumpkin bomb. He's got the Goblin glider. I mean, it's just perfect. Everything you're looking for in a Green Goblin figure. Too bad this one isn't metallic or glowing, because it'd be worth a heck of a lot more
Then $17.
than $17. But $17 is a great price for this figure. He's been out of print for a while now. All those ones in that line right there have been out of print for a while. That box looks pretty nice overall.
Mm-hmm. It feels a little heavier than others.
Yeah, he's got a glider in there, and it's an earlier one, so it's probably a little heavier. 17 bucks for the Green Goblin. Alright. Next we got two exclusive Morbiuses. We're gonna do one at a time. We got both versions of Morbius. Vampire by Night, I think is what the comic line is. This is a strange Spider-Man villain, for any of you that aren't aware. He's basically Dracula without having to pay copyright infringement penalties, so they just named him something else. But literally, he's Dracula. But he's a popular Marvel Spider-Man villain. He doesn't show up all that often, but he's essentially a vampire. $18 for this version. This is the regular version, what he normally looks like in the comic. And the one we have coming up next is the variant version. So here we have the variant version, which is called Zombie Morbius.
A zombie vampire.
Yeah, I just think it's just like him.
How does that work? A
Hulking
double
out.
undead.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even think it's actually correct. I just think it's him like pissed off or without blood or something. That's
He's
my
got
guess.
extra teeth
Well, that's
and
what
wrinkles
happens.
in his face. When he's pissed off,
Yeah.
he grows extra teeth.
Sure.
Gotcha.
Makes sense to me. Now this one's cheaper. I think people like the regular version a little bit better. This is only 16 for this exclusive version. I don't really have a partiality to either one. I think the character is cool.
I think it's just silly to call him Zombie Morbius.
It is kind of interesting. If I had to pick, it wouldn't even matter to me one way or another.
I don't like it.
Nope, I don't like it.
I don't.
Alright, moving on. We got Mystique. This is X-Men villain. Super fan favorite. Portrayed in a lot of the newer X-Men movies.
Mm-hmm.
Done really well by, I can't remember that girl's name. What's the girl from,
I know who it is. I'm not going to get it off the top of my
from
head.
the Bone Arrow movies?
Bow and
that her?
Arrow
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get it.
She's,
I know.
Yeah, no, I can't even think of that one.
The Mockingjay movies.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Shit. Sorry, guys.
But this one's
I don't watch
As
$20.
soon as we turn the camera
Yeah.
off, we'll
We'll think of
remember her name.
Yep. 61, number 61, Mystique in all her original comic glory. Blue skin, white dress. A great figure here. I thought about adding this one to my personal collection, but I got enough, so.
$20.
You can never
20
have
bucks.
enough.
Yeah, I got enough. Moving on. We got the classic original Iron Man.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, yeah. What was the actress's name?
I don't know that. I just know she would. If that's who you're talking about from that Mockingjay stuff, that I know that the movie is called Hunger Games, but this one's $10. Now that we're sidetracked still by
Jennifer
Mystique,
something?
don't know. The wonderful thing is, anyone that's watching this and truly curious can go online and
Yeah.
look.
They've already, probably everybody already knows, but us. They'll probably all just laugh at us for not knowing.
Yep.
But anyway, this is original Marvel. This is one of the early ones. This is number 4 in the Marvel line. Original colored Iron Man.
And it's
kind
a
of-
whopping $10.
yeah, $10. You know, the thing from this line is like $150 or more, and the Doctor Doom is even crazier.
I don't know what that is.
Is it just dirt or is that a
No, it
Rub.
doesn't. It doesn't feel like a rubber. It actually almost looks like it's into
print?
printing.
Yeah, just poor printing.
'Cause it doesn't. There's no texture to it
Yeah.
there. So
All right, guys, we got a couple more here to go. We got back to another. Well, this is Gwenpool now. What was the other one? The other one wasn't Gwenpool.
Spider-Gwen?
Was the other one? Oh yeah, the other one was. Yeah, it was Gwen, but in
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, because
think
we,
so.
we had
You're right.
like what felt like 10 Spider-Mans to start.
Marvel's running out of ideas. Apparently, they're just
No.
crossing all their characters together.
Yeah.
What?
Between them and Funko Pop running out of ideas. So
Yeah, but Funko didn't create this. Marvel created
no,
that.
they'll make a zombie Gwenpool soon.
Probably. It's true though. You're probably right.
It's
Anyway,
$11.
$11. This is the version. This is a Toys R Us exclusive version. She has a gun and a cell phone. The regular version, she just has a sword. There's one that has a selfie stick.
So I guess there'll be no more Toys R Us exclusives here.
No more Toys R Us exclusives for a while,
Unless what you said comes.
since there's no Toys R Us's unless they decide to resurrect it. But who knows? Anyway, nice figure, $11.
Clean box. I don't see anything really on that one.
On to the last figure for the day. You guys have no idea who that is, do you?
It says U.S. Agent.
U.S. Agent.
It looks like some kind of
Crap.
Captain America
Yep.
knockoff.
Yeah.
A knockoff.
He kind of is actually. He's now again. I believe he was part of the Super Soldier program, and I think he was part of. He might have been part of Alpha Flight at one time,
Was he
which
a-
is the
was he
Canadian.
A
superhero
failed
team.
part of it.
No,
Like in the process of perfecting.
I don't know that much about this character to be honest with you.
I
'cause
know
he's
this
not very-
particular thing's $18.
He's not very interesting. But this is a odd exclusive. If you look on the front, what does it say? Kamikaze Con or something like that. Those are a little bit more uncommon. Obviously, when they have the cons, they only release X amount of small print run of some of these, and this is one of them. This is an older exclusive. Is that goo?
It feels like sticker residue.
Sticker residue that might come off. But this is a hard to find figure. If it was more
A little bit of wear there.
more of a mainstream character, it'd be certainly worth a boat ton more. But it's kind of a neat looking figure. It's like a black black suit version of Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
$18.
$18.
And that's all we got, guys. Thanks for coming, checking us out. If you see anything in here that you like, send an email. The email on the paper in the back. Let Bill know what you're interested in buying, and we'll send you an invoice.
Yep.
And that's all. We're gonna
Next week at 4 o'clock
next
on
yeah.
Friday.
We'll try this again next week on Friday, 4 o'clock.
Yep.
And you're doing your normal
Coins tomorrow.
Normal coins tomorrow at 4:30. Yep.
4:30.
And then, we'll do that style for 2 or 3 weeks, and then maybe go back to everything on Saturday. But for
Okay.
now, Fridays at Green 13 and coins on Saturday.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.